What you see here is a Mercedes Benz W124. This late 80s and early 90s E-Class is a byword for German reliability and over-engineering. It can take quite a beating and still work flawlessly for many more decades. And this is the 2JZ engine from the legendary Toyota Supra. This 3-liter straight 6 with twin turbos was known for its strong construction and could take quite a lot of horsepower, often twice or thrice that of the original. Like the 124, this is another epitome of reliability and over-engineering. Put the two together and you get this. This is a creation of K S Motorsports in Mumbai. What they have done is taken a standard E220 and put a 2JZ GTE engine in it. I have been itching to drive this car for so long, well, ever since Karan told me he is building one. The 2JZ is unlike any other engine. It's a big, strong cast iron block capable of insane boost. Toyota doesn't make anything robust like it nowadays, except for their trucks. Get this, the engine weighed around 220 kilos, and that's what makes the front end sit so low on this. The car isn't finished yet, and we had very little time shooting this video. It's still an automatic, and that shifter will be better integrated the next time you see it. But it already gets D2 brakes, 8-pot at the front and 6-pot at the rear, lowering springs in the back, and built-in B6 dampers all round. It runs on 18-inch rims from a W222 S500 clad with Michelin PS4 tires. It's so out of character for something as stately as a 124 to make loud turbo noises and pull out hooligan antics, but this is fun. The surge of power as the turbos pull up one by one makes it totally different to any other 124 you have seen. This may very well be the fastest 124 I have driven. It's a bit of a hot rod, and these are never meant to work properly, but somehow this one does. The 2JZ GTE first made its appearance in the Toyota Aristo, aka the Lexus GS300. To understand the name better, JC is the name of the engine family, G stands for the performance-oriented twin-cam setup, T means it's turbocharged, and E stands for electronic fuel injection. The GTE models had different aluminum cylinder heads with unique intake and exhaust manifolds with high-flowing injectors. It also had recessed pistons with lower compression ratios to enable it handle more boost and oil squirters to keep the pistons cool. It also had dual overhead camshafts, 4 valves per cylinder, distributor-less ignition system, liquid-cooled sequential turbos, and an identical bore-to-stroke ratio. This square setup meant it was the ideal compromise between low-end torque and high-end power, and the twin-turbo setup gave it a very broad power band. The block is tough and comes with forged internals. The closed-deck construction means it can take extremely high cylinder pressures. The crankshaft and the bearings can handle a lot of power and very high speeds. Toyota said it produced 276 bhp as was the gentleman's agreement in Japan at that time, but US spec models had over 320 bhp and 430 Nm. It could do 0 to 100 in just over 5 seconds, which was blazingly fast in its day. And that's before any tuning. An enormous 67mm single turbo conversion is a popular mode for these, as is swapping the intake, exhaust, injectors, intercooler, etc. It can take up to 800 bhp on stock internals, and the 2JZ is no stranger to 4-digit horsepower figures. The stories are real, and nearly quarter of a century after it first made its debut, this legendary engine continues to be on top of the list of best engines ever. To sample it in one of the most special mugs of all time is an experience I will never forget. This engine and that car is the best of 90s coming together.